Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Thank you so
Howdy, howdy.
much for being here. This is going to be a special one. We're going to have Mike from DD-5 come on. And the reason for that is because what happened this past weekend. So, as y'all know, I am a super fan of the Kansas City Chiefs. And good old Mike is a super fan of the 49ers. And wouldn't you believe it? We're going to be battling it out in the Super Bowl. It's awesome that it played out that way. And I also, first and foremost, want to say a huge thank you to Mike and Tish. Uh, they're such good hearts and just such amazing people. And they are putting on a fundraiser tomorrow and doing like a auction type thing. And helping to raise money to help us get our car fixed. And I am just absolutely speechless with it. It is just such a blessing, and it's definitely the Lord working through them, and it's just amazing. I don't know that Tish or Pooch is in here yet, but we absolutely love them so much. And as I've said many times before, if there's anything that we had get out of this YouTube adventure, we have already struck gold with all the amazing friends that we've made along this journey. And you're all just great. We love you guys, and you're just amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you for just being such amazing people.
I
It
normally got plenty to say, but I
almost
have nothing
overwhelming
to
a little
say.
bit.
I know I can't.
It's really
I
nice.
can't put it
And
into words.
yeah, so
But we love you.
yeah, we
I
love you
can't say
guys,
that.
and we are so thankful. We can't say it enough how thankful we are of the amazing friends that we've made along this way. And
Hi, Mama.
yeah, it's just super cool. So
This is my
yeah, we'll
mom.
just chat a
This is my
minute. We're
mom.
waiting on Mike, which is no, that's okay. He said give him a few minutes. That's okay. And there he is,
You're
right
such a-
there. The amazing, the myth, the legend, Mike with
Lord.
DD-5. Let's bring him on. What's going on, brother?
Hey,
Hey,
Mike.
How you
what's
doing,
up,
man? You
guys? How
doing all
doing?
right?
Not
We're
bad.
good.
Yeah,
We're
Good to
we
good,
see
man.
you.
actually just finished not too long ago helping Jacob do some long division work.
Oh, fun. That sounds
Yeah.
like a lot of fun.
I
Eh,
don't even know what that is.
I've heard that a lot of this new math that they got kids doing is almost just so different
Hey,
from what
Tish.
we did when we were
David.
kids. And I've heard a lot of people like
Man,
being very confused trying to figure this stuff out.
so she
Howdy,
sent
howdy.
home right that they want you to do it both ways, both
Yeah,
the
Oh,
correct way, the only way to do math, and then they want
right.
you to do some totally different other way, not even really doing the problem, like 10 extra. It's crazy.
It does sound crazy.
they only passed
Yeah.
me because I tried. That's it.
I was actually pretty decent at math.
I was not. I was good at everything else but math.
But man, what do you think about this Super Bowl thing, brother?
I'm hype. I'm hype. And let me tell you this. The only reason, and I mean the one single only reason that I have not already booked some type of party bash in Las Vegas for us to go tailgate is because I
Right.
just dropped over all that money on buying tires, and now I owe Uncle David money for fixing the truck and stuff like that. But if it wasn't for
I
that,
get it.
hey, you could call me immature or irresponsible or whatever you want, but bang bang Niner
We
gang.
would do that. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Regardless, even like I even kind of had maybe an idea of us doing like a live of just us watching the game together, the 49ers fan and the Chiefs fan or something like that. Or you know what I mean?
So
I think
so
that'd be
listen,
super
I
cool.
would not be hold on, I would not be against said thing, but there's gonna have to be a like disclosure. Like,
Yeah.
this
See,
when I
well,
when
I
I
mean,
when I watch football, it's no longer Drifting Dreamers 5 family channel. It's not. I mean, it.
Trust me, bro. I get it. Ask her what this house
Hey,
does.
Man.
It can be preseason Chiefs, bro, and I'm going crazy in the living room.
It's actually
Man.
improved before. I couldn't even watch it whipping.
Oh yeah, I
because he
used
made me
to.
so
Man, I
anxious.
used to get so
couldn't.
mad. I mean, it was ridiculous, honestly. Now when I think back on it, there's times I've almost broke my hands. I mean, just.
Yeah.
But I've learned to simmer it down a little bit. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
But yeah,
Man.
it couldn't have played out any better, man. This is awesome. It's so
I
awesome, man.
I
How
was
it turned
so
out.
I remember in our text messages, you know, how you were talking
you
about the
guys.
emblem and how it was, you know, it was supposed to be Baltimore, and then, you know, Canada released that stuff, and
Right,
what I
right,
tell you, didn't I tell you? I said that's a ploy for Las Vegas to build money, and
right.
then look what happened.
Yeah.
There it is.
Well,
Hey,
you know, it actually helped me have a little faith in the NFL now that it didn't
Right.
turn that way. So that game like meant more than just the Chiefs winning the game. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
super cool, dude. Super cool. And the way that game played out, there's no way in my mind that that could have been a setup the way it went. You know
No.
what I mean? Like
No.
that fumble right before the end zone right there, like that couldn't that there's no way you could set that up to work just the way it did.
I mean, now the refs can only do so much, but when you're playing a sport, if you win by 20, it don't matter how many penalties you get. If you just straight out play your opponent, the
Right.
referees can only do so much. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's it. That's it. And you know the crazy thing is you know everybody was talking about it's going to be the Ravens and the Niners, and this is a for sure thing. It's all set up. And then soon as the Chiefs won, I looked on social media and everybody was trying to say the opposite. Oh, it was rigged for the Chiefs to go. I'm
Of
like,
course.
come on now,
Of
really?
course.
You know, they basically, I don't know. It's insane.
Man.
You've
It's
definitely
just people
got
talking.
a lot of doubters out there that are never going to change their mind on the fact that the NFL is rigged. And I don't know.
Right.
I have faith that it's not. You know, I really do. I really do. But
I don't see it on my side. How many people we got hanging out with us tonight so far?
I'm not
23.
23.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Tish
man, I've
Frost,
been
hello,
sitting here
hello.
catching up on your videos today, man, and I just thought I'd talk to you about a few things, you know, and then we'll spend whatever time's left answering people's questions and stuff. You know, what do you think
Okay.
about that?
Heck
Cool.
yeah.
Cool, man. So the car problems you have with your truck, bro, like literally the same exact thing that's going on with our car.
Really?
I mean, it's what it looked like. Ours are tie
Right.
rod ends and rack of pinion. We have to change all basically all front end stuff. I thought that was pretty nuts, man. Like,
Yeah.
how that did that, bro. It's pretty crazy.
Hey, and you know what's even more crazy, right? So I caught a lot of flack because how did I not know the front end was so bad? But let me tell you how I didn't know. Because in the front, like there are supposed to be like some rubber bushings and grommets, you know, that go into the front end. So when it goes
Right.
up and down, it gives some cushion, right?
Right,
Well, I
right.
didn't have any. So when my truck is misfiring, I have a misfire on cylinder 2 and cylinder 4. And
Yeah.
it misfires and it shakes so much that I didn't know that the front
So
end was
you
shaking.
just concluded that it was coming from the engine. Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
it's crazy because whenever we test drove our car, when was it?
September.
And when we bought it, it drove like a brand new. I don't know what they did to get it to where it would just do the way it did when we first test drove it and bought the car, but it drove
Right.
so amazing. It drove so
So
amazing.
smooth.
And just within it's only been a few
From
months.
September.
And I mean, it's got such a bad shake in it, and I'm actually pretty upset about it, you know,
Right.
because I mean there
Right.
wasn't no warranty with it, but I mean that's kind of just that's what you have to, you know, you have to take a
Yep.
chance like that when you're buying from a mom and pop shop like that, you know what I mean? So, but when we took it up to the mechanic, he said like he went over everything. He's like, put your seatbelt on, you'll be ready, and he explained everything and what it was going to cost to fix it. But the last thing he said was, I recommend that you do fix this car because it will be a very good vehicle.
Right.
So, because I was considering going back to the guy we bought it from to see if we could swap it and get something different. But
Right.
I think we're going to go ahead and hang on to it. And we've got such amazing friends on here that are actually trying to help us out, and it's super cool, man. It's super
Nice.
cool.
Fish is finally in here.
And I also even got some other good news today. There's a little auto auction yard, and that's what I did before. But there's a different one that does the exact same thing just down the road. I stopped in and asked
I'm
them
so proud of him.
if they were doing any hiring, and sure enough, they're starting interviews next week for the exact same thing I did for 6 years.
Okay.
So
Heck
that
yeah.
may go through, and yeah, we're praying about that and hoping that happens, man. So that's super good news.
Yeah,
man.
you stepped out of your comfort zone on that one.
Yeah, it was super cool.
And Tish, we love you, and Pooch, we greatly thank you. We don't know if
Yes,
you
are they
heard
in
it
here yet?
originally.
Yes, they are. Tish is
is.
in here. Thank you, Tish. That's what I started this with, was letting you know how much we appreciate you guys. And like I said, if that's all we got out of this whole YouTube adventure, is the friends that we've made along the way, we've struck gold, man. You guys are amazing.
We love you so much.
It's just it's
And
almost
thank
a little
you.
overwhelming, man. I'm speechless.
I don't know what else to say other than thank you, and I
yeah,
love
you
you.
guys are awesome.
Speaking
guys are
of
awesome.
some new friends and stuff like that, some of my new friends, and you guys know them sort of as well. Gary and Mary, Junk the Gym
Yeah.
Homestead.
Yep.
I seen him comment on here. He said, with a little bit of Amazon and a little bit of Gumby, he can get that front end work done for you.
Right on. See, we've had several people, mechanics, say something, and with like little things. I'm a good YouTube mechanic, right? If I know exactly what the problem is, I can research it on YouTube and go step by step and just about fix anything. But this situation is just too big. It's too big and out of my control. I'd be under that thing for 4 months if I tried doing it myself. So
right.
But yeah, man.
What's Gumby?
Gumby.
Yeah.
Gumby is a nickname for Gary. Gary and Mary with Junk the Gym's Homestead. His nickname is Gumby.
Okay, I was thinking it was like something to
That's
do.
awesome. Hey, we may jump on that opportunity, man, and let you turn some wrenches on.
Somebody did send me some links for the parts through Amazon.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And whenever we went and got the quote for how much it was going to cost, they quoted it at like $2,500. And then whenever we done our own research, the parts altogether is going to be like $500.
Yep.
So they literally threw in like $2,000 for just labor fees.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. But that's cool. I mean, it's a blessing that we found out it's going to be way cheaper than that.
We're just gonna,
and then we'll be able to help whoever's going to help us put it together. We'll, you know what I mean? We'll have a little extra.
So we're still a little shy of what. And plus, he needs to look at it and make sure he's just going off the paperwork that was provided whenever he went and got the quote.
That
so
Robertson
he needs to,
did.
he
We
still
took
needs
up
to look at it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
because I mean the big part is labor anyways, and with mechanicking it's anywhere between $100 and $200 an hour. So
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is. But
we have faith. Things are starting to look up.
Okay, so on the video I was watching today, on whenever it froze over on your property, man, that driveway was insane, dude, with that ice, bro.
Man.
And that creek looked amazing. That was so beautiful with that creek flowing through the way it did, man. That was awesome.
The creek still looks so great. It's just calmed down a lot. For example, we went and walked across it today and picked the kids up from the bus stop and came back. So it's still flowing. It's still very beautiful, but at least it's not as angry. Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah, it looked pretty vicious, man. But you rolled right through it, man. Except for your way back when you got the truck stuck in that big mud hole.
That's actually my driveway. That where that mud pit was.
Right. Yeah, that's gonna take a lot of gravel to cover that up, man.
And now because we're getting rain again this weekend, and so because of that, my truck is still right now to this second still parked down there, and it'll be there probably for another 2 weeks.
Right. That sucks, man. That sucks. Everything did get sloppy from all that snow and stuff, and when it all melted off, even our little bitty driveway, man, like we've got big old tire tracks just gutted in our driveway right there. It just got so nasty. And watching you and the kids, man, enjoying that snow, the Floridians enjoying the snow, man, that was awesome, man. seeing you making those awesome memories with your kiddos, bro. That was cool.
I think it was. I want to say it was like 8 years ago. And the first time that they actually seen snow, but they were so young that they don't really remember it. And Serenity was just an infant still. So when they went out there, and it was such an absolute fun time.
Yeah. So it was basically her first time to see snow. What she's gonna remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's super cool, man.
I love it.
Cool. And the new tires on your truck, man, are looking slick. It made such a difference seeing those meaty tires on there, bro.
It turned old Betsy and put a little roll in the shoulders one time.
Yeah. Heck yeah, that's awesome, man. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I seen how somebody was talking really negative about one of your friends. Well, isn't that the lady that
actually gave us the truck?
Hey Nick.
Yeah.
So let me give you a little secret, David and Sammy, about YouTube. I know you guys probably haven't experienced it too much, but there's something with YouTube. It's called the dark side.
Yeah.
And once your channel gets to a certain level where it's so much exposure that people come in legit only to bash you and to make you feel bad and bring you down, only because that's the type of person they are. And if it's not going to be you, it's going to be somebody else. But I mean, it's every single video that there's somebody's got something negative to say, or just personally bashing me because, I may not do things the way other people would do it. I may not like research something before I go into it or whatnot. But you know what? That's the way I roll. That's the way I am in real life. And
that was really cool of you, man.
Just because I'm,
Yeah, to immediately kick them off there, don't come back in, and I've actually seen it quite a bit, with other channels. Once you get to that certain point of being so big, you're definitely going to have that
Everybody's got
part.
an opinion.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you got that many people watching you, you know what I mean? There's always going to be haters, I guess you could say, and that's horrible, man. That's horrible.
But I really feel like I seen a comment that Lissa had made in response to something like that. And it was so eloquent and it was perfect how she, you know what I mean? She did so well.
Proper, but to the point.
Yes.
Yeah.
She got him by the boo-boo.
We are definitely yin and yang when it comes to life in general, how we deal with people, how we deal with life. We complement each other so perfectly because I'm the type of person, like, you just ain't gonna say it. Like, you just won't. You're not gonna really say that. Like, if I see you at Walmart, you wouldn't say that. But Lisa, on the other hand, she's the one who's like, calm down, everything's good. Yeah.
Right. Internet trolls, man. And just watching you guys grow, dude, it's been awesome, bro.
It has been, absolutely.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool, and congratulations,
I'm
man.
sure it's a lot.
It's awesome.
18,000 plus subscribers already. Woo! And guess what? Today is our 1 year anniversary on YouTube. Our channel is 1 year old today.
Oh, congratulations.
That's crazy, man.
Congratulations.
You fast, dude. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's been awesome watching y'all grow. And, y'all are amazing people, man. And got a heart of gold. And, I mean, it just goes along with what I've said about everybody else, all the friends that we have met. And it's just been such a cool adventure, man. And watching y'all grow is just so cool, dude. And now that you got your own merch.
Man, right? Help the Drifter Down merch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I teamed up with David Moffitt, actually. And he got it all worked out for us, and he actually was the one who designed and came up with the Drifter Down merch. It was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't realize that whenever I seen it in your video, and then we were in Junk to Jim's a minute ago, and he mentioned something about it. That's really cool, man. That's really cool.
And we've actually now started a second channel. We have a vlogging channel called Dreaming with Drifters. And we just started it 11 days ago. We have 11 episodes up, and we're already at 4,200 subscribers.
Yeah, I subbed today. First video you put up, but that's awesome, man. That's awesome stuff.
It's really the viewers and the subscribers. It's them. They are so awesome. Right. I mean, I won't lie. I'm not really doing anything awesome. I'm
know?
just
And
I'm just holding up a camera and filming life. I'm not
right,
doing nothing
Right.
awesome. They're
right.
the ones going out of their way and subscribing to us and watching our channel and stuff. So
Giving
thank
the
you
love.
guys
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. And I mean,
And that's
that's
our group.
honestly
Yep.
our plan in the future.
What
So,
was
you know,
that?
right now, there's not a whole lot of homesteading I can do right here in the middle of
Right.
town. You know what I'm saying? So I would kind of say we're kind of winging it, I guess, you know.
Right.
But once we do make our move in about 5 months, that is our plan. So we'll have our homestead, and I'll be able to use Goat Days and turn it into an actual homesteading channel,
Right.
and then we'll move our grounds with the goats to a separate one. So just have our talk
Rebecca.
channel,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, and our Goat Days channel. But right now, it's the way it's rolling right now, man. And it's actually working out. We're growing. I mean, it's not a real fast pace, but
But
at the same time, I don't know how you do it, man. Like, I don't know that I would have wanted to grow that fast. You know what I mean? That fast. You know
Well, I
what I
mean,
mean? Like,
I definitely never expected, our channel to grow so fast and do everything it's doing. It's definitely took me by surprise and such a shock.
oh, I'm sure.
But I'm just riding with the wave. And
yeah, yeah,
I
just
tell you and
rolling
I
with
tell
it.
you what, you don't even know what I did, but I started doing it last month, and I'm doing it once a month. I'm gonna do it for different smaller channels. Last month, our friends over at Michigan Life above the 45th parallel, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had a video that wasn't doing so well. So at the end of our videos, we have something called the end screen, where you can select what's coming up next, what you could watch.
Yeah.
So at the end of our end screen, I actually put their video at the end of our end screen to
Oh,
give
cool.
them more chances of
Cool.
getting
Bless your heart.
more
Cool, man.
subscribers. So today, when I posted our video today, I actually put your like and subscribe and your one of your videos at the end of our end screen. So for the month
No
of
way, man.
February and here on out, I'm going to be using you guys and trying to help promote you guys.
Thanks, brother. I
Thank you,
really
Mike.
appreciate that. And that's what I mean, man. Just a heart of gold. You know what I mean? And at the same time, like I don't want you to feel like that's,
Like
you know what I mean?
charity.
You're such a cool dude. You're such a
I
cool
don't
dude.
I
Like
don't
I
I don't
seriously
feel
was
no certain way. I want to
right,
do that.
right,
I didn't even tell you. You didn't even know I was going to do that. I just
right.
did it. I didn't even
Well,
tell
I've
Lissa
been
I
thinking
did it. I
about you a
just did
lot
it.
all weekend, dude, with all the Super Bowl thing
He's
going
talked
on.
about you
Like,
so much since
I
that
was
game.
so hyped when the 49ers took it, bro. I was there
Oh.
cheering for you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
so cool, man. And just the way it played out. I mean, it couldn't have been any better. Just it's so cool how it turned out, man.
We
But
man, and it was so crazy too that day. I actually didn't even watch the Baltimore Ravens Kansas City game.
oh
I uh,
really?
I didn't even watch it because we started to work on the shelves that day.
Yeah.
Right.
Like official work, like nails and screws and work is
Yeah, that's
actually
another thing I
started.
wanted to mention, dude. You've got some things going on out there, bro. It's beautiful out there. That your house is amazing. I mean,
That's
dude, it's just so awesome, man. I'm so glad
Good
for you
shot.
guys. Really,
And I
really
tell
am.
you what, man, I really feel like you guys are doing it the best way. You're doing it the same way we're doing it. When you said you're just winging it, that's the best way to experience anything. Go
Yeah.
in there and just give it your best, and don't even take it as a fail.
Right.
Anything you can just say anything that didn't succeed the way you wanted it to. Now you know how to make that adjustment, come back, and do it better the next time.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And when we do get to the point where we're actually at our spot, our homestead, I think doing it the way we're doing it and being in front of the camera and just having conversations and we're kind of it's like almost like a course type thing, getting used to talking to the camera, and it's
Yes.
becoming to where it feels like a natural
It's
flow.
normal. Yeah.
And I think that's going to help us a lot whenever we do get to our homestead,
Right.
and we're just being comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's beginning to feel like a normal thing,
You know what
just a natural thing.
I used to tell Lissa while she was still getting comfortable, and I told Gary with Junk to Jim's Homestead the same thing. Just record yourself and don't even post it. Just practice
Right.
recording yourself, because
Right.
one of the biggest things to get over is to not look at the screen but to look at the lens, so
Right.
that you're
Yeah.
that way you can really be with the people you're talking to, and
Right.
it really makes
Right.
them feel like you're there. And that's something that just practicing recording yourself, that's something you could
Right.
do.
Kind of what's going on right here. So this is like a new thing we've got. So I've actually got my camera up here, and I have to look down here to see you. So I apologize for that.
No,
But
yeah, that's right.
we got this Sony like an M6400. It's a really nice camera that my brother gave to us as a gift,
Right.
and
It's
it's
crispy. It
amazing.
looks nice. It's
Yeah, it is.
definitely it's crispy.
But whenever we get up there and we start whenever we're able to move our grounds with the goats to its own channel, we have like four sheds out there, probably like
Ooh.
12 by 12 sheds out there. So I'm going to transform one of those into a studio. So have it all set up to where we have our own little.
Nice.
Right now we have to set up when we're going to do live and then tear it down because we're right here in the living room. So
Right.
but when we get there, it'll be just a full setup. Go in, click the camera on, and we'll have, you know what I'm saying? So
Right. I mean, that's similar with us for our lives. Like so for our camper, we bought when we sold our home, we bought a brand spanking new camper and then kind of half gutted it. And
Right.
we took out the table and the chairs and stuff that were in here, and we have a whole bunch of like the folding TV trays. And
Right.
that's what the computer's on right now. So it's like, okay,
Right
it's
on.
time for the live. Let me get the TV tray and move it, set up the laptop, dude,
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
We do
it's
the same
dinner
thing.
time. Close the computer. Yeah.
Yeah. Have to move everything
Move everything
around.
away.
And yeah. I get it, man. I get it.
Does
But
the same thing.
it's awesome, having what y'all have out there. Like I said, I'm just so ready to be able to endless content, right? Like, I
Endless.
mean, you just got so many different projects, and even if you were caught up on the project, you could think up just endless content, and like being here in the middle of town, I've just about done everything I can do to
Right.
somebody else's house. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right,
it's I don't know, trying to find content, and I got to a point where I was getting overwhelmed trying to figure out what I was going to do for content.
Right.
And that's why I kind of just
Dave,
pump the brakes a little bit.
I gotta stop you right there one time though, brother, because you know what I've never seen that one time on Goat Daze whole channel?
What's that?
I ain't never seen you guys go shopping. I ain't never seen you guys just living life. Because what kind of channel is Goat Daze? Goat Daze isn't a build channel, right?
Right.
It's like not, you guys are recording your life and you're recording your life. So don't forget, you can always just live life sometimes and take us on a little just living life with Goat Daze.
Right. That's true.
I feel
That's
so
true.
weird walking around in public with a camera.
I still haven't
I
got
gotta get
myself
past
comfortable
that.
with that.
And
I have a couple times. If you watch some of my videos, I have walked around Walmart with my GoPro in my hand, and
that's true. That's true.
And it didn't.
I know it sounds weird, but cleaning your own house, washing some dishes, folding clothes. I mean, we have literally we've made videos doing laundry at the laundromat and going to Sonic.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've seen them.
We're just living life.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. I think I just, like I said, I overwhelm myself.
Right.
In my mind. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think I try too hard.
Right. And don't forget, Lissa's
flow.
got a good point. She's cooking in the background. That's why you can't see her. But she, these videos are not for us or for the viewers.
Right.
They're for you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Make them how you want them.
Yeah, that's true. And I've thought of it that way a lot, honestly. Even whenever I first started getting into it and doing it, my mindset was like, even if nothing happens with this, my daughter is going to have endless memories of her dad, when I'm gone. I mean, like, how cool would that be, right? Is to just have all these different memories that she can go back to. And and I mean, that makes it worth it. And now on top of that, like I said, we've made so many awesome friends, man. It gives you so much hope for our country because there are so many good people out there, man. And before we started it, we really didn't have a whole lot of friends. We went to work, come home, and that was it. And with everything, all the craziness going on, you start getting to a point of, man, is this just the way it is? You know, but then once we started this journey, like, and it really started whenever we came to the meetup.
Right.
When we did the Mid-America meetup, that's kind of when the wheels really started kicking. Like, okay,
You
man,
felt it.
we
You
can
you
do
could
something
feel it.
with this.
You're right.
Right.
Tangible. It was like a feeling. It was like it was only a feeling, but you could touch it. That feeling,
Yep.
you could cut that love there with a knife.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And I love it, man. Like I said, if anything, that makes it worth it. Just the few
Yep.
friends that we've made along the way, and it's super cool, man. What's everybody got to say over here?
Yeah, and you check out the comments.
Oh, hey, first time here's a comment about David Moffat. The first time I ever met David Moffat was also at the meetup, and they were doing the raffles and stuff, and they had one of those really awesome, huge backpack, like camping style, like fishing, hunting backpack type deals. And I was like, man, I really, really want one of those. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm rubbing my ticket, boy. I'm trying to wheel it in, and guess what? David Moffat's wife won, and David looked at her. He said, go ahead and give it to him. I'm like, what?
Aw.
No way.
Yeah.
And he was like, give it to
Aw.
him. I
That's
was like,
it. That's awesome, David.
That's
Yes,
a good
man.
heart.
There's such
Both
golden
of 'em.
hearts, man. Everybody that we've met,
Just love
truly.
all of you all.
Yeah,
Love
it's been
everyone.
amazing. So, man, and then we got Tracy in here. I've not seen her. Tracy H007. She was here whenever we first started doing YouTube. She was like
An OG.
yeah, and I hadn't seen her in a while, and there
It's
she
good to
is,
see
man.
you.
It's awesome. It's so
Hey,
good to
nice.
see her. Like, she was one of the very first legit,
Yeah.
fans of us. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So that's super cool, man. That's super cool.
She said, I've been here since your first video, but I just don't always comment, but she's always here.
Yep. I know
Yeah.
it. I remember you. I'll never
That's
forget
awesome.
you. I'll never forget you,
No,
man.
he
And I
won't.
appreciate it so much. We really, really do.
She was an OG.
She was the one in the very beginning making comments like, y'all deserve it. And
Oh,
trying to help push it. And yeah, you're amazing, Tracy. You're awesome. And you got an amazing name. My mama's name is Tracy.
Tomorrow is a big day for us on this side of the mountain over here. We're going to be getting together with a whole bunch of other channels, heading over to Mama V's from Possum Run Homestead, and we're going to be raising the roof.
Right on, man.
Be
That's
good
awesome.
videos.
Yeah, we were just talking to Gary in his live, and we're gonna at some point we want to make time where I can bring my mom and Sam and come up and just meet everybody, man, and hang out.
Right.
Once we get some wheels rolling where we can actually drive somewhere other than to the convenience store and back. We're kind of limited right now.
Hey, speak. Remember, I'm trying to talk without talking because there's other people in here who doesn't really know what's going on. But remember, I had messaged you a couple of days ago or a week ago. Asking you about plans and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Would that be something you're interested in?
Absolutely.
Nice. Bro. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So if you can, find a spot.
Okay.
And then I'll make it happen, and then we'll come over for the day, and then bomb.
Cool, man. Absolutely. We're absolutely down, man. That'll be absolutely fun.
Lisa's looking at me like,
in person, brother.
I know. I'm ready to meet you.
Oh, well, I did meet you in person. I'm ready to hang out with you.
Hang out. Yeah.
Hug your neck, brother. You're a good dude. Let's see.
Linda Oki wants to know if Tracy's gonna go to Kentucky with y'all.
We're trying
to get her to. Which I understand why she don't want to, because my grandma's still here and she's getting older, and so she to hang out. But she did say it would be a possibility in the future, possibly, because like I said, we got those sheds outside that we could do a little mini house for if we had to. It'd be a cool project, you know what I mean? Man, that would be super cool to have Mom come up there with us. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous out there.
There's no words to truly describe the
really
beauty.
Isn't. Like I honestly, all I've really seen my whole life is flat Oklahoma, right?
Right.
And going out there, like, I don't know, it was just mesmerizing. When you just wake up in the morning and walk out on the porch, and just beautiful, beautiful mountains surrounding you. Like, it's
the peace that it brings me whenever I'm on that mountain. It literally, my whole life, every time we started climbing that mountain, I would just be peaceful.
And that's what I was about to say. She grew up out there, so she has
Right.
tons of memories out there. And it's so cool that that opportunity has been set in front of us, and we're
Very
super
grateful.
excited about it, man. Super excited about it.
My mom's sister, actually, my aunt, lives up in Kentucky, but I
Really?
believe she lives closer to the Ohio River.
Okay, so that's more. Well, I guess it kind of runs all through it, but
Yeah,
like
but
North Kentucky.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's not too far away from like she's like I know you guys probably aren't too familiar with it. She's like the city is called Warsaw.
I've heard of
So
Warsaw. Yep.
on the map, so it's not too far away. It's like I think the county is like Gallatin County or something like that. It's
Yeah.
Okay. See,
it's not
I
too
don't
far
know
away from
nothing
Ohio.
about Kentucky. Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah,
All I know is Harlan,
yeah,
because that's the only place I've ever been up there. But it's
And
pretty
middle
cool
North.
because
Right.
we're literally like 15 minutes from 3 other states, like right in the
Right
corner.
state.
So we could hit what is
yeah.
it?
Go to Tennessee.
Tennessee,
It's either
Virginia.
Virginia,
North
Kentucky.
Carolina.
We'll be pretty close to North
think
Carolina. I
so.
don't think we'll be on the border of.
I can't remember.
Is
I'd
North
have to
Carolina,
look.
does North Carolina border Kentucky?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. I know that it's just cool because the what's the name of
the
that
ocean?
that lake or the river or whatever that runs through there, like the real popular one. What's the name?
Cumberland Gap.
The Cumberland Gap. So we're like right there next to all
Okay.
of that. Like
Okay.
it's pretty cool. And where we're actually going to be living, it's like a 15-minute drive up the mountain. So it's literally like in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains, and it's absolutely
Nice.
gorgeous, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're super stoked about it, man. But I'm hoping that this job thing goes through, so I can get back to work, and I mean that would just be awesome. That would make such a world of a difference, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because right now, I mean, you know, it's just one of those times, man. I mean, we're not like
We're making it.
we're making
That's
it.
about it.
We're making it.
Right.
You know.
I mean, right. But when you lose half your income, when you're used to
Yeah.
having, that other income, it's like,
Right. And
adjustment
it
time.
was
Yeah.
such a surprise slap in the face. Like it just came out of the freaking blue, you know?
Yeah.
Like I had no idea till it happened, you know, and then it was just like, I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's
Mom
crazy.
said Virginia and Tennessee.
Virginia and Tennessee.
Yep.
We'll be on the border of Virginia and Tennessee.
This little one.
David Moffat said TNT adventures we made at a long vacation to hang out with my girlfriend's sister. Where did you go, David Moffat? So we took 3 days to get there and like 10 to get back in a brand new car.
Well, David Moffat's from New York, so he came to the meetup, and then while he came to the meetup, he went to different places while he was out and about.
Okay. He came to the Mid America meetup.
Yep.
Okay.
I met him there. That's when he gave me the backpack.
Okay,
yeah,
that's awesome, man. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's gonna be way different this year
Now
with
that
the
we're gonna
meetup
know
because
people.
we just kind of showed up blind.
Yeah.
We really didn't know nobody, you know, and I mean it was super cool. But I feel like this year is gonna be a lot different because we've got a connection with a lot
Right.
of
We
people.
know we can
right?
actually have
Right.
conversations.
And not only that, there's like 3 meetups going on in that month.
Yeah, man.
Now,
We got
so it's
another
the one in
Oklahoma
Arkansas
meetup.
and Missouri and at 10 Killer again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the Gillum Farms is putting on, and that's super cool, man.
Yeah.
And we're going to try our hardest to make all of them if we can. There's no promises. We'll definitely be coming to Arkansas because we've just had that plan since the last meetup.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll
The
be sure to be going up
Blue
there,
Mountain.
and that'll literally be like right before we make our big move. So that'll be the
Right.
last thing we do, basically. My daughter will graduate,
man.
and then your meetup, and then the other or Simply Jan's meetup, and then the Gillum's meetup. Yeah, and then after that, we'll be packing up and heading to Kentucky.
Woo, man, that's a good time.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's awesome. It's awesome. Let's see.
No, my mama is in Indiana.
Do what? Who asked?
Lynn.
Linda. Okay. Oh
yeah.
yeah, no, she's in Indiana. She's
going back and forth.
so
both
right
places.
now we're approximately 10, 11 hours from her mom.
No, it took from my mom.
Yeah, and when we get to Kentucky, we'll be still a little bit of a drive, but I think it's like what 3 or 4 hours.
4 hours from
Yeah,
where
so
she
it's a
is to
pretty
the-
quick shot straight to her mom.
It's a day trip. It's a day trip.
Right.
Yes,
right,
it is.
Right. See the trip it
I
takes now
love
to get to
that.
Indiana, it's a long boring trip.
Boring.
Going through Missouri right there in St. Louis, and everything's just flat. There's not really.
When you hit Illinois, you're literally not seeing anything.
Yeah, just
Nothing.
flat. I mean, it's just, it's one of those boring drives,
Yeah.
But Indiana's awesome. I love Indiana. Indiana was like a second home to me. That's where my dad was born. That's how we met, because my grandpa was a preacher, and when we were kids, Samantha and her family went to my papa's church, and that's how we met years and years ago. And yeah, pretty cool.
I was a little
cool.
girl hiding, being bad.
Here's something funny. I actually moved to Florida when I was in 2nd grade, right? And Lissa, she's been a Florida girl her whole life.
Yeah.
I ended up moving to the town that she lived in, and we went to the same school in elementary school. 2nd grade, she was in kindergarten. She actually
That's
gave me
awesome.
chicken pox on the swing set.
You gave me chicken
No
pox.
way. That's
Listen,
cool,
this is legit.
Forever.
And the reason that we can
right there.
listen, the reason I can say that, like no joke, like no cap, straight up, the reason I can say that is because we both have like the same picture of that year, right? It's like a little Mickey Mouse telephone, and we're like both posing by it from the same school,
How
the
cool
same
is
year.
that, man?
And we both went home that year with the chicken pox due to another kid on the swing set. So I mean,
Really?
Oh my
That's
word.
awesome, man. That's
Man.
an awesome story, bro. That is so cool, man. So
And-
how
and-
old were
and-
y'all whenever you actually started a relationship?
I met Lissa again when I was in 8th grade. It was like the summer between 8th and 9th grade.
Right on.
And a friend, I was friends with a guy who was dating Lissa's mom, and we played baseball together and stuff like that. And we had a tournament we were going to, and I actually stayed. We all stayed the night over at their house that night, and that's when I met her. And the first time I ever met her, listen to this. First time I ever laid my eyes on my wife. We had walked into the house and we heard people singing, right? We all heard these girls singing. And I walk in and she had just got out of the shower. She's in a towel, got a towel on her head, and she's got a towel around it. Her and her mom are singing Shania Twain.
All right, let's
Right
go,
on,
girls.
man. That's awesome, dude. That's an awesome story. That's so cool.
Something you'll never forget.
No.
No. And then a couple years later, they ended up getting married, and Lissa came to the school that I was going to at that time, which was Bronson. And we got to know each other in high school.
Right.
And then, later on down the road, we just found each other.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's kind of on the same lines of our story.
Yeah.
Really.
How long have you all been together?
Lissa, do you know? I know. I know. 10 years.
10
10
years.
This is
years.
actually this summer will be 11 years.
Married.
11 years.
11
I think
years.
we'll
No,
hit
total.
We
12
hit-
years in September.
We'll hit 12 years.
Yeah,
this year.
12 years in September.
Yeah.
I'm so
And-
proud of you.
And we have been like the first 6 years was crazy. We were a couple, but we were basically party buddies.
That's it.
Right.
Right.
Deep party buddies. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I didn't work. I mean, it was that bad. Like we
Right.
just skimmed around to do what we could do to that kind of stuff,
Right.
So, and I think that it's so cool and rare, I feel like, for a couple that live that type of lifestyle to actually turn it around and be together.
I've
right?
never seen it.
Never.
Never in my life.
Yeah.
And
And
I have a lot of friends or I'll say this, I know a lot of people who are in that lifestyle and still live that lifestyle, and I've never met anyone to ever come out of it the way you guys have come out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I appreciate that, man. I'm really proud of it,
I'm
man.
super proud.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
I think it's a good pride, right? I was this close to death or prison.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and how none of that ever
By
happened,
God's
I
grace
have
and
no
mercy
clue.
each and every day.
because it's incredible. Yeah, it's absolutely the hand of God, no doubt
No
about it.
doubt.
No doubt about it. And that's why I see when I first started YouTube, I kind of questioned myself about having biblical and Jesus type stuff in it, because it's kind of frowned upon. I guess, in the world, of course, but in YouTube, I didn't know if it would make a negative effect. That's how I thought when I first started YouTube.
Right.
But about 6 months to a year in it, man, I can't not try to spread his love, because he saved my life.
Right.
I owe him that. And if I'm going to grow a platform to where I can reach as many people as I can, that would be just, I feel almost rude of me to not use that platform, and still have fun. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, still have fun with it, but definitely have to have that mix in there of
talk about it.
Yeah, he saved my life. And there's no doubt about it, because I tried doing it on my own probably 6 or 7 times throughout that 15 years, and it never worked. And then all of a sudden, 2016 April, I gave my heart to him, and it just completely changed to both of us. You know, and yeah, man, I don't feel like it would be right for me not to use this platform to reach people. I want to reach other lost people like I was, like I almost feel that passion of being able to possibly, even if it's one person. I know that sounds cliche, but it's cliche for a reason.
It doesn't sound cliche. Lissa has the biggest smile on her face.
That would be completely worth it, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I can help one person come out of that lifestyle, that's awesome.
Lissa has the biggest smile on her face because, and I'm so proud of her for actually making the video she made not too long ago on Lissa's Crafty Meditation channel. She, her thing is also wanting to spread positivity, you know what I'm saying, and less hate in the world. And through meditation, she's able to do that and bring herself to a different state of mind to be able to really, just be elevated. And for her to go out of her comfort zone and open up and show people, who she truly is and stuff like that. Excuse me.
It does. It takes
major thing.
It takes strength. It takes strength to do that, to come out of your comfort zone and do it. Because trust me, I am an introvert, bro. Like I'm not like you're more bubbly, and you know what I'm saying? Like, just love to be around people. I'm more like I have the energy and the excitement, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just how
they just got to open you up a little bit. They just got to open you up a little bit. Once you get opened up, you're good to go.
That's it.
You know what my Uncle David calls me? He calls me the extrovert.
Extra. You absolutely are, man.
Yeah.
Like you are. You make drifting dreamers. You know what I mean? Like, it's just your energy, your attitude, and just your amazing heart, dude. How you're always out there helping somebody. Yeah, both of you, absolutely. I'm not saying, but it's awesome, man. It's awesome to see, and yeah, man, I love it, and I'm absolutely grateful to be able to call you a friend, dude. I really am.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what though, and it's kind of a running joke now that's been on the channel. It's almost it didn't start as a joke. It started as a little bit of shade, but now I've taken it actually as like one of the biggest compliments ever in the world. It's almost like the guy that said it, he said something along the lines of, what's Gilligan gonna do next? Old Gilligan can't do nothing right. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Gilligan's Island was like one of the longest running shows in history, next to like MASH. So you know what? As a Gilligan, thank you. I will take Gilligan.
Proud to be Gilligan.
Right. I'm positive in it. Absolutely.
And that's exactly how you fire back on people like that.
That's it.
Because that's what strikes back, dude, and it gets them. You know what I mean? Just not letting it bother you. That's what I've learned over this past 6 years. Is you run into people like that. Like, we've dealt with it a lot, as far as because of where we came from to who we are now. And some people that we've seen or been around that knew us then, it's almost like and I'm not talking bad, but it's almost like a jealousy thing. You know what I mean? It's like they, and but that's how you got to be. You got to have that attitude of, whatever, man. Like, say what you got to say, do what you got to do. Like, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing my own thing, and we're proud of where we came from. And there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Listen to this. Before I started YouTube and before I ever made my first YouTube channel, you can definitely catch me in Dollar General or at Walmart being super loud and being talkative and funny and doing the same exact thing as I'm doing right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's never changed. So I figured, you know what, might as well
Might
go
as
with
well.
it. You know.
Yeah.
Might as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
I
awesome.
love
man.
that.
That's the difference in my channel, because I really do have to press to, like you said,
Just gotta
walking
go.
around the store with the camera and things like that. Like, I'll do it, but I'm just, you know what I mean?
Like,
I'm
let me
just-
lay it on my purse and
it's
have
really
it
having to push myself out of that comfort zone. You know?
Right.
I mean, heck, even just talking to a camera, like when I first started doing it.
Yeah,
like,
he was awkward.
yeah,
Me
really.
too, though.
I mean, literally just talking to a camera, you know, I just had to build that comfortable
To
feeling.
know that somebody
Right.
is actually on the other side of
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
What somebody was asking, what kind of your mom was asking what kind of music somebody does.
Who you
Maybe she was
talking to,
talking.
Mom?
Maybe she was talking to David. Oh yeah, David Moffat. David Moffat.
He does. You do music?
Oh,
Cool,
there's our
man.
friend. There's our friends Melanie and Gary with Simple Life Reclaimed. Sup,
Hello,
dude?
what's going on? Welcome in, y'all.
So
Thanks for
glad you
What's
stopping
up, guys?
by. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you all for your commenting. I've been trying to comment back like through the.
Yeah, and if y'all haven't noticed, we're slowly growing. We're only like 85 subs short of 1K. Yeah, man. It
Yes.
feels really good, dude. It's cool. It's cool, man. You know, it takes what I figured out
My dad.
is it completely takes being involved with other people, making sure you know what I mean, and taking it seriously.
Community,
Yeah,
right.
community, and
Right.
you've got to be involved with it. It's not
You-
just making a YouTube video, right?
You gotta live YouTube. YouTube has to be your life, but not in a negative way. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
I wake up, live, eat, sleep, and breathe YouTube, and it all
Yeah.
starts. Every day starts with Susie Jacobson sending me a Facebook message every morning, something inspirational, give you a hug, I love you, something like that. I'm having
That's
my
awesome.
coffee. I get that, and I'm like, man.
Yeah, and that goes along with what I said about everybody just being so amazing, man. Like, that does fuel you, right? As other people, like, you know what I mean, just being there for you, the compliments, and just it's awesome, man. It's
Man.
awesome stuff.
Simple Life
Yeah.
said, just popping in to show some love, and said y'all are getting it. Proud of y'all for sticking with it and getting out of your zone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. We really, really do.
Yeah, we're super excited. And to all the ones that have never been in here, welcome in.
Yes, welcome.
Glenn and
So
Shannon.
how many people do we got hanging out with us? I still can't see it because I'm on the
35.
35.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
good. That's
Thank
good.
you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah,
Yes.
we really appreciate it, man.
And thank
And
you
this
too,
was
Mike.
kind of like just a last minute,
An
like I said,
impromptu.
because since the football game's on Sunday, like, you've been on my mind a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And it just popped in my
He's
head
talked
today. I
about
was like, you know what? Maybe he'll want to come on and we can talk about the Super Bowl, you know?
Listen, it's gonna be a hard time to catch me where I don't want to just talk to someone anyway. I love doing a live stream. I love talking to people and interacting with people. It is something I absolutely love. And you want to talk about football and the Niners? Come on, man, I'm ready.
Set, ready, go.
Right. I'm still almost blown away that it's going to be the Chiefs and the Niners again, dude. So what do you think is going to happen?
I mean, well, this is so after the only difference. So if you actually think about the last Super Bowl, make it or break it, everything was the line. Jimmy Garoppolo just couldn't make the pass. He overthrew my boy, and the game was over. But this year, Big Brock Purdy.
Purdy,
what?
yeah.
Man.
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a battle.
Me and Uncle David's already putting money on it. He's going for the Chiefs. I'm going for the Niners. I got another bet going out. Listen, I'm all in.
One thing for sure that the Niners need to keep in mind: don't be celebrating too early.
Chiefs are a
Man,
halftime team.
That bit them the last Super Bowl we played, man. And that
Man.
was like a meme forever.
it was.
They did
It
that big
was.
celebration at the end. But that's just how the
Yeah, in
Chiefs
the
do,
end
man.
zone.
It's like I said when you messaged me. I think when they were playing Miami or Buffalo. I can't remember.
Yeah, Miami. Yeah, because I thought
Yeah,
Miami
you
was
sent
going
me
to be
that
the Chiefs.
text before the game started. Yeah, saying I just want to say sorry, and whenever you met, I seen it before the game, and
Yeah.
then I thought, okay, wait, I'm not going to message back until I want to see what happens in this game. And then when they pulled it off, that's why I messaged you because that's how they do. I mean, they've
Yeah.
always been
They're
that way.
a halftime
They
team.
come down at the crucial moments. You know what I mean? I've watched them in one game be down. I think they were playing the Bills. They were down like 25 points and came
Man.
back and done the thing, man. Yeah.
That
it's
was the
gonna be a
game where
good
they had
game.
like 13 seconds left and they came back with 13 seconds left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. That's just how they do. I don't know why, but man, we've been playing hardball through the playoffs. During the regular season, I just had no hope. I thought there was no way we're going to pull it off this year. We might make it to the playoffs, but there's no way. You know what I mean? But as soon as they hit those playoff games, dude, in the postseason, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, man. Something lit in them. The offense was on. Our defense is unbelievable. And yeah, it's going to be
Me
a
and
good
Uncle
game,
David,
man.
we watched that Thursday night game, which you did too, when the Lions beat the Chiefs, and it was just
Yeah.
unbelievable, and
Yeah.
everybody was flabbergasted, right? And
Yeah.
then like there's an opportunity for the season to end just as it started, you know.
Right.
And for that
Right.
one moment in my mind, I was like, I really do like that parody because I do like parodies and the stories and stuff like that
Yeah.
goes into it. So it's
Oh yeah,
it's cool.
absolutely. Absolutely. It was I don't know. You're right. It almost makes it better that the way they were playing through the season, having that I'm not sure attitude. So
Right.
it kind of calmed me down as far as, okay, I was like almost already presetting in my mind that we weren't going to do it this year. Right. So whenever they did, and especially with the whole Ravens and 49ers thing, and they pulled that off on the Ravens, man, like that was unbelievable. I'm so stoked on it, man. Yeah. It was awesome.
It was so crazy. It started off old Junk the Gems. He was over here with us because he had come over and helped start the build on the shelves, and he came and assisted me on doing some framing. And then Uncle David showed up because Lissa was making some chili, so he wanted to come down here and get some chili. And then we're all hanging out, and the Niners are getting pounded, and then everybody leaves, and I'm down here by myself. And then all of a sudden, after halftime, it was like, here we go. Next thing you know, everybody's telling me to calm down. I'm jumping all over the place. Oh, did we lose volume?
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yep,
me?
there we go. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, my mic was messing up.
It did
What
pretty
I
good this
seen
time.
something here. Glenn and Shannon's Mahomes played with a crushed helmet and won a few weeks ago. You're not going to beat that spirit, right?
Right.
That we watched some videos of that game against Miami when it was like -30 something,
Yeah.
and in the concession stands they had bottles of water
Yeah.
in the freezer, and I watched a video where that lady pulled that bottle of water out, and literally right before your eyes, it just the entire thing turned into a
Hey.
block of ice.
Like I don't know
I
how they
could not
play.
imagine out there getting hit
Playing in it.
by them old boys out there, them 300-pound dudes at -25 degrees like that. That was insane, man. That's
And
what
some
busted
say
his helmet.
some of them ain't got no sleeves on, just straight all psyched out.
Got the adrenaline going, man.
Going.
But their faces were purple. You could tell it was freezing cold, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
Oh, thank you.
But they
Oh.
pulled it off, man. I can't believe that. So we beat Tyreek Hill twice. I figured that Tyreek and the Dolphins were going to take us that second game
I did
because
too.
I know that it is running through Tyreek, man. He wanted nothing more than to beat the Chiefs. You know what I mean? And they didn't pull it off twice.
Tell you what, a little bit off topic real quick. Here
Yeah.
pretty soon, Lissa and I are going to be headed up to Mount Magazine and doing a little bit of hiking. They have about 10 different waterfalls that's
Oh
less than an
my.
hour away from us. So
Really?
we're going to be going up there and catching some views up there here pretty soon. And
Heck yeah.
man, I can't wait for that. That's
That
gonna be
sounds
sweet.
fun, dude. That sounds fun. I love doing those types of adventures, man. Just hiking and especially with like beautiful stuff like that to be able to get to and experience. That sounds awesome.
Look at Sammy. Sammy's like,
Y'all can go together.
Well, I probably about a month or two ago, I took my nephew and we went up to this park that I grew up going to, Chandler Park over here in Tulsa, and we found some trails that I never knew were there my whole life. I just seen a sign, so we went back there and we hiked around and we found. You ought to watch the video. It turned out really good, man. There was like these huge rocks with these walkways through the rocks, and it was really cool, man. It was really, really cool.
man, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. All right, we're up to an hour.
Dang,
Man,
that
I
hour
really
went fast.
appreciate it. I really, really appreciate you
Mike.
coming on, man. And go Chiefs.
Go, hey, I ain't mad at him. Go Chiefs. Go all the way home, baby. Go all the way
We
home.
need to figure out a way, man, that we can watch it together, man. Seriously, I mean,
You can just do this
that
and
would be
watch it
so
at the
much
same
fun.
time.
That would be so much fun. But
I
like
will.
I said, man, go ahead.
I tell you what, I will definitely consider doing a live stream with you for Super Bowl. It's got to be some disclaimers, and people
That's
can't.
fine. It's the same on my side, brother. You know, I'm exactly the same. I
Yeah.
promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you, it would be
It'd be
such an
funny.
awesome video. I guarantee it, man. It would be amazing, dude. But yeah, we'll talk more about that and see if we can set
Okay.
that up, and that'll be fun. That'd be fun.
All right, that's a bet.
But like
That's
I
a
said,
bet.
man, I appreciate it on such short notice like that, man. It's awesome, man.
Thank
I
you
appreciate
so much.
coming
Thank
in,
you,
and,
Lisa.
thank you
Thank you,
everybody that
kiddo.
came in and hung out with
Thank
you. We
you,
love each and every
everybody.
one of you. Thank you so much. And yeah, man,
Oh,
have a good evening, bro.
amazing.
Have a good evening. We love you guys.
We
Love
love
you too, brother.
you.
Y'all have a good night, man.
Bye.
Love you,
Hey,
everybody. Thank you
and
for
we're-
coming in.
hey, I'll get up with you soon, Dave, about that, like within the next couple days.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good. Just shoot me a message.
Tempo. See ya.
All right, brother.
Bye.
Later.